Why do Danes refrigerate their eggs? If you go into any Danish supermarket, you'll notice full refrigerator units full of eggs. Whilst this may be common in some countries like the United States, it's pretty unusual for most of Europe, and keeping eggs cold in the supermarket isn't a choice, it's a law. There was a large salmonella crisis in Denmark in the 1990s, so in 1996 the Danish Veterinary and Food Association created a new plan for mandatory refrigeration in retail to slow bacterial growth. This was really effective, with salmonella cases related to eggs dropping by over 80%. So if refrigerating eggs is that effective, why is Denmark such an outlier? There's a much easier way of eliminating the risk of salmonella from eggs. Eggshells are wrapped in a thin layer of naturally occurring protein called the cuticle. This cuticle acts as a barrier towards bacterial infections in nature. But when you wash an egg, the thin cuticle is rubbed off, meaning that you'll need a new way of preventing bacterial growth, like refrigeration. In other words, a man-made problem requires a man-made solution. Now you could keep the cuticles on eggshells and still refrigerate the eggs to be extra sure that the eggs are safe to eat. But refrigerating eggs is probably overkill. Refrigeration requires a lot of energy. An individual supermarket could spend hundreds of dollars per month just to refrigerate eggs, with the cost being passed on to consumers and the planet. But are Danes happy to pay that price to avoid salmonella? And when you've been buying refrigerated eggs for nearly 30 years, would Danish people actually trust buying a warm egg? I only deal with the big questions on this channel. Do you do as the Danes do and keep your eggs in the fridge? Or have you cracked and leave them out like most of Europe? You can let me know in the comments below.